They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hunter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
The give to the tailback. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. He spins that thing down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Rising. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking for room. It's Bernard.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
After misfiring, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Rising. He looks that one in nicely. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Getting some heat. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Right back to him on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking for a huge play. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah.
Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. To the air, it's rising. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Moving away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After the misfire, it's second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll run it. It's Hunter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and it gets the ball back for its own.
you've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Dropping back. It's rising. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Utes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snares it outside, it's Bernard. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Bernard. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lambert-Smith. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Auburn.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
To the air, it's Thorne. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Hit as he throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parks. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Open runway ahead. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Dropping back, it's Rising. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to put running toward the tape. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Complete to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Auburn going to work with another first down. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on first down. Touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Back to throw, it's rising. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Really nice job on that play. The quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Looking to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Not much of a chance on the